I have some friends that would really benefit from this little guy. Man. Hey guys, welcome back. So what are we doing today? Today I'm going to be actually showing this off. But before I get to that, if you're new to the page, everything I do here revolves around how I live in my tiny home on wheels that I call Ghost. I do a vlog on how I live. I also am a stand-up comedian. I use this type of living to help my career in stand-up comedy, or hopeful career in stand-up comedy that I'm trying to pursue. Kind of give tips and ideas, and you know, I show a lot of how-to. I also build wall art, so hopefully this is inspiring. Hopefully I can assist you in whatever you want. And today is, when I do a product review on something, I only do it based off of what I think somebody would, in my situation, would benefit from. Whether it's a van dwelling, or if you're living out of a car, if you are a tiny house enthusiast, something along those lines that really could benefit you in a way that I'm only going to really do product reviews. So minimalist living, that's, you know, kind of a big thing for me. So I got this from, I think I'm saying this correctly, but Jackery. I have not opened it yet. There's still the plastic seal right there on it. I'm going to open it for you guys right now. I've been looking for a couple different products like this. Pretty much what this is a separate power source. You can charge laptops, you can plug in even a TV to it. Well, I'm gonna go over all that in a minute. If you watch all my other videos, you'll notice that like a lot of my stuff in my van, I have a backup for everything. I have a just in case moment type of a situation. For example, I have a gas stove or cooktop, but for the most part, I use a Instapot. If I'm running low on power, if I don't want to consume that much power, I don't use my Instapot, because my Instapot runs 800 watts, and that's a lot of power, and I have to plug it into through AC power. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, then I'm sorry, you might have to go back, but I'm not going to explain all that right now. But if I don't want to use a lot of power, I will use my gas-powered, my propane cooktop. I literally have a backup for everything. I have two sources of heat. Just in case in the wintertime it gets a little hot in here. I have my electric heater that again goes off of my power, off of my batteries, but I also have another source of heater that I use. I was using propane, and I have a new heater I'm going to be getting shortly, and I will actually probably do a review on that as well. Just haven't bought it yet. So this is Jackery, a power station is what they call it. A lot of people use these and hook up solar panels to them. That's one way to charge it. There's a couple other different ways to charge it. And I'll go into that later. But if you're out in the middle of the woods or camping, or even if you're tailgating for a game or an event, then you can put the panel out, you know, and charge this while it's, you know, running your things that need power. It's kind of cool. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here on how it works. You know, let's kind of get into this and see where it goes. There are other companies out there that make, you know, other products like this. When I am looking for products, just personally, there's a few factors that go into like my head that why I would get something, or why I'd go with this brand over this brand. It can be a million different reasons, but for me, it's price, durability. You know, reliability and durability are kind of the same thing. Oh, and before I even get further into this, if you go into the description below, there will be a discount code. There will be a link with a discount code, 10% off, which is cool because this is like 300 bucks. And with the discount code, it's 10% off, so you get it for like, I don't know, $260 or whatever it is. So it's actually a pretty good deal. So let's open this bad boy right now without hurting myself. See what's inside. Okay, we've got, thanks for choosing Jackery, manual, which you never know could come in handy. A pouch. I love that new smell. Like whenever you buy something new, I love that new smell. All right, so we got one box. There's another box in there, but we have one box and it's a power cord. It's a power cord. That's gonna plug into the power station itself. All right. Another source of power cord. This is for AC, it goes into the wall. It's just a way to charge the power station. So this, I'm assuming, is for solar. This is the AC to the wall outlet. And then this is one that I'm going to benefit from the most. This is the 12 volt power. This is like a cigarette lighter. I'm gonna be able to charge this bad boy. I actually have a cigarette lighter by my bed, like a port, that I could charge this from my little bed area. and then I have another one obviously in the front of the cab where, you know, when I drive. So on a road trip or whatever, I can charge this up. It's nice to have this. By the way, this is light. Obviously styrofoam to protect it. Wanted to make sure there was nothing else in there. This is light. On the box itself, it actually says that it's 6 pounds. This is also the, I believe this is the, yeah, this is the 240. They do make a smaller one, which is like the 160, I want to say. It's just, it doesn't have as many amp hours. I can go over that right now. So it's a lithium ion battery. If you're unfamiliar with lithium ion, it's the same batteries that are in cell phones. With the technological advances that we are coming along with day by day, year by year, the lithium ion batteries are coming a long way. So they gotten them down into this size. It's a, you know, mini generator, if you want to look at it that way. It's got 16.8 amp hours at 14.4 volts. I'm reading right off the box. At 14.4 volts, 240 watt hours. It says it's 6.6 pounds or 3 kilograms. Dimensions is 9 inches. So I'm assuming 9 inches by 5.5 by 7.5, or excuse me, 5.2 by 7.8. So 9 by 5.2 by 7.8. That's the dimensions of this unit. And it's got a pure sine inverter built inside of it. It's a 200 watt continuous. This is important because it's a 200 watt in continuous, and it's a 400 watt surge. That's for the inverter. For example, my inverter inside my van is a 2000 watt with a 6000 watt surge. What do all those numbers mean? Just quickly, 200 watts is what it pretty much can handle. 200 watts of, that's why, like, if I was to plug my Instapot into this thing, I don't know if it would blow up, but it wouldn't work. It would malfunction because my Instapot runs off of 800 watts of power. This can only handle 200, 400 surge. A surge is when you turn on like a microwave for the first time, and a microwave typically runs around 1000 to 1200 watts. When you turn it on, like that first jolt of energy, it'll skyrocket up to 2000, but that surge only lasts for like 5 to 10 seconds. So that's what the surge does. It can handle that initial jolt, and then it goes down to a normal 200 watt continuous. What I like about this is they have the like directions on how to do things like right there for you. I hit the little display button and the thing lit up. I've got 36% on this. I have 0 watt output because I have nothing plugged into it. My input is also 0 watt. Let's see if I do this. All right, so I just plugged in my, I have the, like I said, I have the cigarette lighter port. I guess I have the 12 volt port, which is right up on my bed. So it can't really, it's not, the cord isn't too long, but let's see if I just plug this in and let's see what happens. So the blue light's on, and it says an input is coming in at 39 watts. On the thing it says it'll take 7 hours to charge full from maybe 0. Okay, so now let's test it. It obviously works with charging it. Let's charge something. I'm gonna plug my USB charger from my phone. Ooh, there's separate lights for that. So I can turn that on, I can turn the AC on, or I can turn the 12 volt power source on. So I can turn any of these on separately, which is kind of cool. And then there's two different ports, a 5 volt and a 2.4 amp. The phone is charging. The output says it's 7 watts to charge my Google Pixel 2. Let me go get my laptop and let me charge up my laptop. All right, so I got my laptop and my laptop cord. Now, this is a gaming laptop because I use it for editing, and I wanted a pretty cool laptop to do all that stuff with. This might take a little more power than a typical laptop. It's nice to have an AC plug at 110 volt because it's just nice to have. Like, sometimes I don't want to turn my inverter on. My inverter in my van, it does draw a lot of power. So when I do turn it on, it takes away a lot of the battery. So it's nice to have this here to handle some of that workload. Like if I just wanted to, if I want to do some work on my laptop or I want to charge my laptop, It says on the box actually that I get up to three plus laptop charges out of one charge on this, that's kind of cool. Some other things it says on there, I can get 20 recharges on a phone. I get 3 hours of a TV time, which is great for tailgating and events, like I said. Some really interesting things you can do with this little guy. So let me charge the laptop and see how that goes. Yeah, it jumped up to 30 on the output. It jumped up to 31 watts, which is, you know, this is what it does. All right, I just wanted to test it out. I wanted to see how it all worked. So let me clean all this up and let me finish this off. I'm on a lot of Facebook groups. I see a lot of questions on what you do for a power source when you don't have solar. This guy right here is probably a prime example of what to do, because, and you can get them in different sizes. Like you can get this size. I think this is perfect size for somebody living out of their car. This is like ideal for somebody living out of their car. Anybody that's living out of a Prius or living out of whatever, like a truck or just, you know, whatever it may be. Like this thing is great. Like you can plug it into your carport, your cigarette lighter, your 12 volt. You can run your devices off of this. I don't know why, and it's got a very nice, easy handle. The other ones I've seen, they don't have handles. It was nice to get an inexpensive power source, power station, whatever you want to call it. People are just charging a lot for these things. The bigger you go, the more expensive it's going to get, but why do you need that much more? Jackery does make another size that it's even smaller than this. It doesn't pack as big of a punch, obviously. It's smaller, but still pretty good. I haven't yet to get the solar panel. I will probably get the solar panel. Oh, and by the way, it's orange. Orange, like that burnt orange, it almost being October, but other than that, it's one of my favorite colors. And I have no orange in my van, which is so weird. Yeah, so I am gonna probably get the solar panel at some point very, very soon. It's nice to have a separate solar panel for just whatever case. You like, I wanna take this out camping or whatever. All right, so that was a review on the Jackery portable power station. As you can see, is written right there in the box. But anyways, I think it's actually really good. Anybody that's in van life doesn't have a backup source, I think this is actually something that's really handy, or can be handy. Does not take up a lot of room. No, it does not. So thanks for tuning in. Please stay tuned for new stand-up videos coming out, and I have plenty more van life vlogs coming out. Those will always be there. But I got a lot of cool, exciting stuff coming up, so definitely check that out. And guys, I will see you next time.